Here is Kanye West talking to Christopher Cuomo on News Nation, which I'm still unfamiliar with what that is really. But apparently Kanye West, dude, I think I could get him at this point. Like, if he's going on News Nation, why doesn't he come on my broadcast? You know what I mean? Like, there's more people watching me. There's like 100 times more people watching me than them.
With the man himself, Kanye West. Can you hear me? Can you see me?
Yes, but I want you guys to hear me and see me. Can you hear me and see me?
I can. I see you. You're in the back of a car. You got a hoodie and a hat on.
Okay, cool. I see the double. All right. You guys are supposed to be made aware to use my legal name, Ye. I've changed my name like how Cassius Clay changed his name to Muhammad Ali. I'm sure you guys didn't meet.
That's crazy. Yeah. No, Muhammad Ali and Kanye West on similar arcs currently. It's so cool. Love to see... Love to see independent thinkers like this. You know, activists.
And these on the Chiron changed my name to Ye. You can say formerly known as Kanye West if you like to, but my name is Ye.
Why'd you change it?
Sir, I need to have the name changed.
We'll change it.
Yeah, but
we'll change it. I'm asking you, why'd you change it? Just so people can understand.
Yay! Live with Chris.
Well, actually, I don't owe people an explanation to start off with. I have the right to change my name. I have the right in America to vote on whoever I want to vote on. We have certain rights where, as celebrities and even as the black voting bloc, as they call it, the black vote, are forced to, always talk about their finances, always talk about their names. But it was really, the name West is a slave name. And I wanted to free myself of all of the older mentality. That is the reason I'm telling you that.
Understood. Understood and appreciated.
Yeah, thank you. All right, so let's go. What's the questions we got?
So first one is, where you are, there is curiosity. You said that you're going to meet with the former president this week. Is that why you're traveling right now?
No, I'm actually going to meet with the CEO of Parler right now.
So that's real, that deal. You think it's going to happen?
Yeah, absolutely.
And why do you want Parler?
Well, the CEO is just really incredible, like what he's been able to do, like even before.
Yeah, he took like a bullshit fucking platform and ran it to the ground. It was pretty sick. I mean, it was already destined for failure because like that business model was really bad. But also, it's pretty cool when you have, an application that gets kicked off of all of the marketplaces, specifically because of their loose moderation, which is kind of their business model. You know what I mean? Their business model is what inevitably got them banned. So, that was a really cool thing that happened.
Or why would I remain in a place where I'm just tolerated? Why not go to a place where I'm celebrated? It's actually something Kid Rock just gave me a text about that. Go to places where you're celebrated, not where you're just tolerated. I bring a lot of...
It's a hug box. He said Kid Rock, bro. Look how the mighty have fallen. Holy shit. He said, my friend Kid Rock. Oh my God. Dude, how is he not recognizing that like these dudes are all fucking whack? Like how? Like deep down inside, there's gotta be still the eye for what is like actually genuinely disruptive and unique. There's gotta be that inside of you somewhere. And when you find yourself talking to fucking stale cigarette smelling ass Kid Rock, something has to trigger inside of your brain where you're like, what the fuck am I doing with my life right now?
I bring a lot of attention to these platforms, to Instagram and to Twitter, and they silo you. They shadow ban you. Everyone knows I was shadow banned on Instagram. People would go and say, hey, he's running the algorithm, whatever term they use. And then I'd see on my Instagram that I had only reached 30 million people. And that's because Instagram, was purchased by Mark Zuckerberg, who, from what I can see, has a left agenda. So people...
Facebook has a left agenda. Yeah, the leftist agenda of like, contributing to the genocide of Rohingya Muslims. The left agenda of, being the most successful platform for right-wing misinformation. That kind of left-wing agenda that's happening over there at Facebook. I think he just means like Mark Zuckerberg is Jewish and therefore leftist. That's probably what he means.
Or using their technology to silo any messaging that they don't agree with.
So couldn't it also be that you have said things that offend the community guidelines, like anti-Semitic comments and things that are seen as insensitive and potentially threatening to communities that we try to protect?
Well, I don't like the term anti-Semitic. It's been a term that's allowed people, specifically in my industry, to get away with murder sometimes, literally, and get away with robbing and doing bad people. People always say, I got screwed on a deal. Would that come as a surprise to you if I said, hey, a music exec screwed someone on a deal? Does that sound kind of like normal, commonplace to you? So for me,
it doesn't have anything to do with being anti-Semitic unless you believe that all record producers are Jewish, or, it's when you talk about Jewish people specifically as targeting them that creates a problem.
It's anti-Semitic, but I don't believe in that term. One thing is, Black people are also Jew. I classify as Jew also. So I actually can't be an anti-Semite. So the term is actually, it's not factual. But
I understand you think that, but I don't.
Chris Cuomo, come on, say it. I know you want to say it so bad. What about Italians, Kanye? The community needs to know. What do you think about freightophobia? I'm here to talk to you about what really matters. Just say it. I know it's written all over your face, man. Say it. Are Italians also Jewish?
Think about this. But let's just take a woman could have one bad man in her life that can make her dislike men. Mm-hmm. Let her have two. Let her have three. Let her have four. There's got to be over 10 times that I've been screwed or bad business has been done with me just in the past 2 years. In the past 2 years alone. And what I'm doing, I'm calling out the Jewish community as a whole to say, people say to me, oh, we grew up on Ye. And talk to your brothers. Ask them, why is Jay upset?
He's holding the Jewish community accountable, guys. That's what this is. A very reasonable take. Accountable for what? Owning the media and the banks. What the fuck, dude? He's insane.
When I wore the White Lives Matter t-shirt, the Jewish underground media mafia already started attacking me. They canceled my 4 SoFi Stadium shows, right? They had the press, the same people, the 78 outlets that when I was arguing with Pete Davidson and Trevor Noah, they called me an abuser for arguing with people about my ex-wife and my family and when I get to see my kids and when I don't. And they just immediately disrespect me. They keep the crazy narrative going. They never call me a billionaire. We never talked about, even on this one right here, hey, tycoon, billionaire, visionary. And
dude, he's so petty, dude. He's like a kid. He's got like a child's brain. Like it's so incredible that he's going down these fucking tangents, and it all completely revolves around like everything that Kanye West has ideologically positioned himself around can be traced back to like petty grievances. Okay, a slight. You know what I mean? Like you could have a situation where like I don't know, a Latino person didn't open the door for him, right? And then he's like, all right, all Mexicans are they're gone. They're not real Jewish. The Mexican media is like destroying me. They're very rude. Mexicans need to start talking to one another about how and take accountability for other Mexicans like jobs or something. It's just like one slight that he personally has decided has wronged him is like all hell, this is the worst thing that could have ever happened. It's crazy. But then he'll turn around and be like, but I'm Mexican.
Look, there is no Jewish media cabal, mafia. That is a figment of either your imagination or a projection of a prejudice, okay? You may have had bad business dealings with people. It's about those people. It's not about their religion or faith. And I know that you are intelligent and understand that when you target people because of their faith, other people may do so the same. They've been targeted before. They've been abused and killed because of what they believe and who they are. So we don't want to tolerate that.
Like there is the final stage of this is literally him denying the Holocaust, right? Like that's the only, like that's basically like the remaining thing that he hasn't done yet. And I hope he doesn't do that, but goddamn, like, I mean, he's bouldering towards it. That's for sure.
And you're playing into that right now, whether you know that or not.
I won't tolerate it as a black person. What you just said was a statement. You're trying to say that there isn't a collective over 50% of the executives in Hollywood, the CEOs, are Jewish. And these guys
That's
know each
different
other.
than saying it's a mafia and that they act as Jews in some way, as opposed to just being businessmen. One plays to a prejudice. The other one just plays to people and an ugly business, which is what the record business is. So,
Okay,
you can
now,
have your feelings about it, just don't ascribe it to their faith.
Earlier, no, wait a second. You can't tell me what to do or feel, first of all.
I know, but I can tell
say,
you what is wrong about what you say.
No, you said that it's not a mob. Mob culture, here's the idea of a mob. People target, there's no term. Have you ever heard the term the white vote? Because there isn't a white vote, because white people can vote the way they want. Black people, we fought. My grandparents, my mother fought in civil rights. My grandfather drove the first march out of Oklahoma. My mother used to work for Jesse Jackson at Operation Push. My dad was a Black Panther. My family are freedom fighters.
That's pretty embarrassing to say. Like, he's like, my mother used to work with Jesse Jackson, so now I'm just a fucking white supremacist anti-Semite. He literally was like, I'm doing everything to undermine and reverse exactly the legacy of Jesse Jackson, the Rainbow Coalition, and, you know, uniting the working class along said boundaries. Like, I'm gonna do the exact opposite of that and, you know, advocate for white supremacist values and further division amongst the working class. Holy fuck.
And we fought for the right to vote. You realize when I wore a red hat, my life was threatened.
I know.
By my Jewish managers, by my Jewish lawyer, by my Jewish accountant,
your lawyer
by my
and
Jewish
your accountant
friends inside the music industry. Like, not specifically the accountant, but there were many people who threatened my life. Also, my family was...
No, but he was Jewish, so I just added him onto the pile. You know what I'm saying? Like, he just literally, yo, this is fucking bananas. He has lost it completely. There is no salvaging the situation. There is no salvation here, you know? It's just...
torn apart off of my political opinion because of my ex-wife's attachment to the Clinton administration. I mean, they were getting my ex-wife to push the vaccination. I didn't realize how attached they were to the left agenda when I was there.
Vaccinations are not a left agenda. Yay.
Okay, I understand. Okay, not specifically the vaccinations, but period, that they're on Zoom calls during COVID with literally Biden and Kamala and Chris Paul and all kind of people, celebrities, John Legend, Chrissy Teigen, all these same group of people that come and attack me for what they call wrong think groups, you know.
And look, you don't have to like it. You don't have to like it. You don't have to say what people want you to say, but you have to understand and accept what people will and won't tolerate.
I don't have to understand or accept. Because
God, that's so American. I can't help but recognize that that is the most American sentiment, okay? That is at the heart of like 98% of conservatism right there. I don't have to understand or accept anything. I will maintain my ignorance on these issues. Fuck you. My ideas are just as important as everyone else's by virtue of me thinking them, okay? I'm an American. I'm entitled. I'm the number one, baby. Which is really ironic because they always say like, oh, you're a snowflake. You're a snowflake, right? Conservatives love saying like the opposition is snowflakes. Then they get super fucking butthurt anytime you call them out on anything. They believe their opinions are unique and important by virtue of them, a unique and important person, coming up with them when it's not. It's really stupid. The funniest part about this is that he's stating time and time again that he thinks anti-Semitic ideas are disruptive or new. They're not new. It's like the oldest shit, bro. Anti-Semitism is so fucking old. Like, it's literally like invention of Christianity era shit. Pogroms have been happening way before Kanye West decided to do the Gap collection. Like, you're going back to the old ways, like the oldest trick in the book. Okay, immediately blaming the Jews. I stubbed my toe, blame the Jews. That's just the way it was for a very long time and still is.
They're not willing to understand or accept. And that's the reason why I'm not backing down. People have had their careers destroyed. That's why they keep on saying, oh, well, yeah, Ye's dangerous because he will keep talking. He will keep talking.
It's what you say. It's when you say Jewish people own the black vote. When I wake up, I'm going Defcon 3 on Jewish people.
The black voice.
These are not things that you can say coming from a place of intelligence or love or anything productive.
It's crazy.
I'm coming from a place of
love and a place of we're not going to be owned by the Jewish media anymore. If you think about every celebrity,
Kanye.
if you look at their contract, and I'm going to finish what I'm saying.
I know, but
if
you
look at
have to understand this idea of the Jewish media.
Dude, we've seen how quickly once you like allow these kinds of fucking opinions that thrive in mainstream circles. We saw how quickly white people mobilize, right? We saw how quickly racist people mobilize. We saw it went from like Donald Trump saying like, "Why can't I say these things? Come on," to just like Jews will not replace us as Charlottesville in a matter of months. That is the unironic fear that I have here. That like, I mean, I think a lot of people see him as I see this moment as a fall from grace for Kanye, but there's still plenty of people who probably are like, man, I love Kanye West and I think he might be right about this stuff. I mean, after all, they are trying to shun him. They are trying to silence him, you know? You're starting to see people in IG comments say, Ye has a point. Yeah, I mean, it's going to happen.
Yeah, hey, that's not how it works. You're talking to me right now.
So every celebrity,
go ahead.
Every celebrity has Jewish people in their contract. This is not hate speech. This is the truth. And these people, if you say anything out of the line,
bro, they have Protestants too. That doesn't change anything. The point is that you are using that as a narrative to claim that all Jewish people are bad or wrong or doing something fucked up or that there is a nefarious agenda. I don't understand how this does not, like, he just does not register this at all, okay?
Listen, so I hear you. You've made that point.
Cutting off my point.
Because the point is, because
why do you keep,
yeah,
sir,
here's why.
Don't cut me off, sir. Respect my point.
Listened to it. You've made it several times.
No, I'm not finished, sir.
I understand, but you said it several times.
I'm not
and
finished,
it is an
but
ugly
my people haven't
thought.
heard me. My people, they need to hear me saying out loud what the truth is.
Because
I'm not attacking
that's
Jewish
anti-Semitic. And it's dangerous.
Are you going to give me a platform? I
am giving you a platform, but
listen. When? So you talk and tell me when I can get my idea.
All right, good. Right after I ask you this, I'll give you the rest of the time before you go. Here's my concern for you. When I hear how you talk about your personal life and you put things out there and you get into these looping thoughts of what you believe, it sounds to me like you are sometimes out of control and that this is something that you should be dealing with. Now, I'm not excusing your thoughts as illness, okay? People attacked me for that and said, hey, just because you're concerned about whether Kanye West is taking care of himself emotionally and mentally.
My name's Jay, sir. My name's Jay.
Yay, I'm sorry. Have you been taking care of your health and in terms of making sure that you are behaving and thinking at your best?
He's going to say...
I love what the way you worded it.
He's going to say
you don't
so
realize
patronizing.
When it runs back, people are going to say, wow, have you been making sure you're behaving? If you run that back,
that's not what I'm saying.
You're going to be like, whoa.
That's not what I'm saying. You're trying to cheapen the point. I'm trying to make sure that you're healthy and you're taking care of your health.
Did you work out this morning?
No.
Okay. The thing is, okay, so when do I have a...
But I took my medicine. But I took my antidepressant medication that I take every day.
Bro, you're cutting me off. When do I get a platform?
It's all you. Go.
Okay. I don't have to say how much money's in my account. I don't have to say who I voted on. I don't have to say why I changed my name.
Bro, what does he think an interview is? Like, is he so used to just like doing whatever the fuck he wants that he doesn't understand the fundamental concept of an interview? Like, he just stop asking me questions. It's like, bro, you're doing an interview. Like, you're doing well, maybe not on TV, whatever the fuck News Nation is, but
the life for a black person in America is like a constant test. Even after we're out of high school, after we're out of college, we're always being questioned. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Do you think that I just had the right, and this is a rhetorical question because I don't want you to answer it. Do you think I had the right to just vote for Trump? I didn't even vote for Trump because of the people that were around.
He's also like answering, he's responding to like, you know, statements nobody made. That's the other part of this process where like no one is like, you're not allowed to vote for Donald Trump. There's a difference between asking, why did you vote for Donald Trump? Or why did you defend Donald Trump? And saying you're not allowed to vote for Donald Trump. It's so fucking weird. He's just like presenting his own questions and then answering them, thinking that that is how an interview is supposed to be conducted.
For all of my fellow entertainers that know what I'm saying, I'm not speaking what is called hate speech. I'm saying something that happened out loud to me And what I'm saying is, when I said Defcon 3, what I was saying is, I'm going to talk about all these things that I saw that just so happened to be by Jewish executives or Jewish friends of mine, where I saw.
I love that he goes, when I said I was going to go DEFCON 3 on all Jewish people, he's just like, yeah, I meant like I was going to be super anti-Semitic. Like he proceeds to, he acts like he's going to clarify what he means and like address the anti-Semitism accusations, and then just further proceeds to describe anti-Semitism and how he's doing it in his description, which is pretty funny.
You got people on my ex-wife's side and this person, Tracy Romulus, every day running a narrative. This person's not even around me because I'm not saying what the media wants me to say. For all of my friends that are in the entertainment industry, that are Black actors, Black athletes, and Black musicians, one of the things that's interesting about the moment at the Fife funeral is there's so many Black musicians signed to Jewish record labels, and those Jewish record labels take ownership not only of the publishing, like how MC Search is selling Nas publishing right now, but also ownership of the culture itself. It's like, oh, that's mine. This guy signed to me. It's like a modern day slavery. And I'm calling it out. That's what DEFCON 3 meant. I'm going to call it out. It didn't mean I wish any harm on my fellow
you say you're going
Jewish people.
DEFCON 3 on them. Look, I'm out of time on this. I wanted to give you a platform to explain it.
Wait a second. I just said what I meant. Did you want me to say what I meant?
I hear
Did
you.
it
You said what you meant.
It's crazy to me that he's like, he literally is just like, I'm going to address the anti-Semite accusations, which is created by the Jewish media and is a lie, and also proceed to be even more anti-Semitic, which that statement in of itself is anti-Semitic. But then he proceeds to be even more anti-Semitic. It's just like the entire thing is anti-Semitic.
Man, I'm just telling you how I take it and how I think other people are taking it, and how I think how your friends who are Jewish are going to take it.
What do you mean take it? I just came and said and explained this is what I meant.
He's just like, listen, you don't understand. I'm being anti-Semitic and I deserve to be anti-Semitic. And if you call me out, I'm going to be even more mad and be even more anti-Semitic.
I'm calling out all these contracts.
I know, but just because you're calling it out doesn't mean it's true. It's just what your opinion is. That's all I'm saying.
No, I'm talking about true things. If anyone else was in a position other than me to be able to call it out and would sacrifice themselves and take the risk, other people would say it.
That's the funniest part about this always, is like thinking that you're doing something brave by saying something incredibly fucking dumb and also hurtful, and also has in the past led to, genocidal actions, literally. Like, there is nothing that you said that's true. It's completely fucking idiotic. It's not even new. So many people have done it before you, and there is no martyrdom there for the fucking stupid shit that you're saying. So
I'm
silly.
not the first person that said it.
Or they just don't believe it.
Why are you dismissing?
Typical conservative grievance politics, by the way, claiming that there is like some level of martyrdom that you're achieving by repeating age-old conspiracy theories that have time and time again hurt people. And I don't just mean like hurt their feelings. I mean like literally cause them to get fucking slaughtered and shit. It's not new. It's not unique. It's not clever. It's old as fuck. You're not a martyr for saying this shit. Hitler did all this first. I thought man was a pioneer. No, Hitler wasn't the first either. Anti-Semitism genuinely it predates Hitler by a lot, okay? I mean, that shit has been around as old as Jewish people themselves, okay? It's just day one. That's like day one shit.
I'm not dismissing the point. I'm dismissing the suggestion that Jewish record producers are inherently bad and do bad things when, as you said, in your own family lineage would suggest, Jews have been fighting shoulder to shoulder with Black Americans as part of the freedom battle since its inception. They've given their lives. They've given their money, they've given their political capital to help that cause, and you know that, and I'm sure you heard it from your parents. So the idea that somehow they're out to get Black people is just demonstrably false. But I got to go at that point, Ye, and I hope you appreciate the opportunity.
You made the final point. What I said that you just want to make sure that I'm okay. It's about my health. It's not about my
I do believe that your health should be a concern for you and that you take care of it.
Thank you. It's about my health. It's not about my truth.
It's not all about your health. I think that you believe these things, and that's a problem.
You know what? Do you think I felt free in this interview?
Felt free? You got a tremendous amount of time on the #1 show at News Nation. You should feel free.
The #1 show at News Nation. Man, You got a tremendous amount of time at the Chuck E. Cheese in Toledo that sells the most pizza, okay? You had the most ball pit time at the Toledo Chuck E. Cheese, okay? I'm gonna tell you right now, you're having a great one. Things are looking great for you, okay? He said the #1 show on News Nation. Yeah, 11 people watch this live, okay? Kanye, understand that.
Yay, Noriega apologized for your George Floyd comments. How do you feel about that?
He feels bad, just like I do when I run the top of the hour ad break and know that there are people who are not subscribed. Because at the top of the hour, there's a 60-second ad break.
Black Lives Matter is like a warm water, it's a hot shower, and White Lives Matter is a closed shower. The funny thing about woke culture is like, woke culture is not really woke like that. A lot of times people, they would rather just exist inside of the pain of a lie than deal with the harsh realities of the truth for us to look further. Look at like JFK, how many
what
documentaries there are on what happened there. Like, as a people, we are a sophisticated people that have to look in and be willing to challenge things, not just take what the media has fed us. The interview we had was amazing, and the exact people who sent people in the streets for Black Lives Matter were able to derail the interview and a lot of the ideas just based off the main comment. I'm sorry, I'm distracted by these people honking over here and stuff.
I understand.
So with Nori is my brother. He's under a lot of pressure. If you look at the first thing it says, Nori does an interview with Rosenberg. But what's the exact thing I was saying? I said the Jewish media controls so many things. It's not all the Jewish people, but there's...
Bro, he's just straight Nazi. This is straight Nazi shit. Straight up, full Nazi.
Specifically...
That's insane.
Jewish people in media that are in power that try to have... They bought the black voice, but they haven't been able to buy my voice. So instead, they blackball me. They threaten people to not interview me. They threaten people to get away from me. They close down my stadiums. I love rappers. Rappers are artists. But when media calls me a rapper, it's specifically to not bring up the fact that I'm worth $11 billion, that I'm the richest black man of all time, that I'm a billionaire, that I'm a tycoon, that I'm a visionary. And
dude, it's just like, it's so fucking nuts that he just keeps talking about how rich he is, dude. Like, nobody fucking cares. It's not even true, but it doesn't matter, right? Like, yeah, you could point this out as like an own or whatever, but it doesn't even fucking matter, right? Like, he'll just say like, oh, Jewish media, they lied.
And if I say that, if I say those three things, then they'll say I'm a narcissist, right? But they push you down so much that you got to fight just to say who you are. You know, what I got from the documentary, from the Candace Owens documentary, I felt like it was a setup. In the documentary, if you look at it, he told his roommates they want a tall guy like me. They want a tall guy like me. Well, who is they? I'm gonna pose it as a question, as opposed to...
He's just asking questions, man. He's just asking questions. It's just discourse. It's just more discourse, you know?
Giving you some kind of theory that I can't pinpoint. And this idea, these martyrs that we have, it's 14 kids that's dying in Chicago every single day. And they have this Jewish media, black media, trauma culture, trauma economy, the stuff that Charlemagne the God works for, the stuff that Rosenberg works for, the stuff that academics, the guys that academics, you got to understand, all these people that y'all listening to out here, I'm going to tell y'all, they getting their checks cut. You know, and y'all, I need y'all to really respect what I'm doing, the stuff that I'm doing and I'm saying online. And love the fact, look, I got money, I got my songs. I could go off and just go to, you know, Hawaii and live a nice life. That means that God has called me to sacrifice all of that in order to bring the truth. That's what I'm saying. They don't cut my check. You listen to people that's getting their check cut by Jewish media. George Soros, come and meet with me directly. I told you, you ain't gonna send none of these people that you usually send. Charlemagne, we know all the...
Bro, he thinks George Soros knows who fucking Kanye West is. That's just like narcissistic mania right there. He said, George Soros, come after me.
I give you one last bar before I get on this flight. In order for us to evolve, we have to walk forward. The left leg moving forward is the idea. The right leg moving forward is the actualization. I like the word actualization better than the execution. We need the idea, we need to be realized. We need the idea, we need to be realized. Right now, the thought police have us crawling. We have stopped evolving. We have to fight.
Ew, he's rapping like a backpack rapper. Oh my God. He sounds like Tom McDonald, dude. That's so bad. Oh no. Oh no. You said bars, I guess? Sag? No, man. What the fuck? Bro, this is straight ass. That was straight doo-doo. It is happening. Conservatism has rotted this man's brain. It's ruining what kind of art he once made. Oh my God, dude.
For free thought, to say how we feel and act upon that. In Jesus' name, amen.
God damn, dude. It's like such a... Kanye West is literally a fucking case study of like what Fox News can do to any man's brain, okay? Too much. Too much of that shit and it just fucking melts, dude. It just completely melts, brother.